Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest and the greatest episode of Dialogue Tree, a podcast where we talk about video games. I almost got through it, son of a bitch. I can't even say podcast now. A podcast where we talk about all things in and around video games. My name, as always, is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jordan Sims. What's going on? I didn't even try the little nick. Clearly, I'm off my game, and I'm going to have to take a break. You know, I need to announce that I'm going to take a break, take a hiatus, come back stronger than ever. Probably forget that I ever even made an attempt at the weird nickname thing. But besides that completely pointless rambling section, what's been going on with you?
Nothing much. I'm kind of at I guess, emotional crossroads when it comes to
The abortion?
I mean, no. I had to think about that, but no. A couple shows, a couple shows that I've been watching are kind of coming to an end.
Bunch of CW crap.
Well, actually, two of them are CWs. One is Supernatural.
That's right, Supernatural.
It didn't come back.
Was it always on CW? Because I feel like that show was out before. Well, the CW has probably been around way longer than when it started actually becoming popular. But I always thought that show was on like ABC or so. Or Fox, whoever owned CW.
I can't remember all the jumpings of it.
15 seasons or something?
Yeah, 15 seasons.
Holy crap. I have not watched a single. I think I watched one random episode where a guy in a trench coat was yelling at people.
Yeah, that's Kaz. So, yeah, I that show is very near and dear to my heart. I definitely love it. So it kind of sucks that it's ending.
The guys kiss, or?
I think they might kiss once.
I thought they were brothers. Yo, man, being gay is one thing. I don't know about this whole incest. Gay incest. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the hashtag gay incest lovers.
It's funny
movement
because
to come.
It's funny.
When are they going to join that? Add that letter to the alphabet.
It's funny because they do address the fanfic and stuff in one of the episodes.
Oh no,
they do like a fanfic episode where they like.
Is this the one that has Scooby in it?
No, that's a good episode. This is the fanfic episode's also a good episode, but it's just
good for who?
Well, they don't. There's no weird stuff. They just pretty much.
Is there penetration?
No, not at all. I'm trying to get there. Damn it! They pick up a script and they go. What is it?
They pick up a script.
Does
this have Deadpool in it?
No, damn it! Let me explain. It's Dean's like, Sam, what is this? Dean, that's something that they call wincest. I don't fucking like it. Have you read this?
That was probably way too loud. I apologize. There's some freaks out there.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Oh yeah. Holy shit.
Why are they even bringing it up?
Dude, it was.
Don't give them the air they need.
It was so funny because it's characters. Their characters in the show reacting to like,
horrifying freaks online that make two brothers do the. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Sex.
The do-si-do. And it's like a small little scene, and Sam's rebuttal is something like
rebuttal,
like response. Sam's response is just, you should see the stuff with you and Kaz. And he's like, what? Anyway, so, and I guess the other you just spillage over there.
Crap on my keyboard.
The other show is The 100. It actually has one episode to go. I watched the episode before the last episode before we did this. I
saw you in there watching so instead of going to the last episode, is this the last episode of the series?
The last episode of the series hasn't came out yet.
Okay.
So I just watched the episode before the last episode. Obviously went through the Reddit and, talked with people over there about it.
Is that obvious? Stuff. I don't think that's obvious.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think that's I think that's one step removed from wincest.
I do not participate in the 100 fanfics out there. It's not my thing. Anyway, no more drolling on.
Rolling on?
Yeah.
Droning?
Is that it?
It's definitely not I'm pretty sure it's droning.
Okay.
I know it's not drolling. But so that show is ending though. Not 100. I don't care about that. But
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Yes.
And I've known they've been talking about that for like years, haven't they?
Yeah, it's coming back in October sometime. I think COVID.
Spooky time.
Yeah, COVID
'Cause it's a
obviously
spooky show.
threw a wrench and stuff, and they were going to end it.
I think I would have ended it as soon as I went on the Reddit page. Apparently, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
it's
Even I'm not laughing.
what is it? I don't know. There was a couple times where they were like, "All right, we could end it," and then they were like, "Actually, we got a couple more stories," and then it just kind of rolled into this thing of like, I'm kind of okay with where it's going.
Have they done a Lucifer crossover? It feels like
No. Have they? No. I had to think about it. I mean, they do. They are very close with the devil. It's kind of crazy when you talk to normal people and you're like, I love the devil. And they're like, what? I'm like, oh, I mean, the devil in Supernatural and not the real devil. Anyway.
you just say that like is that like an everyday occurrence for Supernatural fans when you're just strolling down the street whistling a tune and just I love the devil.
I mean, I might say it like once a month or something.
Interesting.
Just throwing that out there. What else? Oh, Food Wars is coming to an end, which kind of sucks. But
Yeah, so I actually saw that. I got some notification on one of my weeaboo garbage apps, Crunchyroll or something. Food Wars is the final dish is being served or something like that.
But I guess that's all.
No video games though. Besides, I don't know. Is this? I don't know what we're doing here. I was gonna say, are we doing what we're playing now? It feels like we just do it randomly.
We do. I guess whenever we feel like it. I uninstalled Watch Dogs.
Oh, you uninstalled it,
and then installed Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, you reinstalled it. Oh.
Gotcha. No, I uninstalled Watch Dogs because I realized that I kind of figured out the whole story already. And
how do you know?
That's true.
That seems very...
That's true. Assumptuous.
Presumptuous?
Yes.
Did you say... I'm sorry, I keep harping. Did you say assumptuous?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to clear. Yep. Assumptuous. So, and then, I actually didn't find out that Watch Dogs 2 is free until Ryan was like, yo, man, Watch Dogs is free.
Why am I a stereotypical Mexican?
I don't know.
Yo, man.
I was thinking about Rocket Power, and I kind of just went from there.
Rocket Power?
Mm-hmm. The kids that...
I don't think they're Mexican.
I know they're not.
No, they are.
I don't know. One's Hawaiian for sure.
I think they're all Hawaiian. It's in Hawaii.
That's in Hawaii?
That show takes place in Hawaii.
Holy shit, that makes a lot more sense.
I'm pretty sure they're all Hawaiian.
Okay, except that one white kid. There's always that one.
Well, they're all Hawaiian, no, because they're from Hawaii.
This is like they're
not like Native American.
No, this is like a mayonnaise looking dude.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Shuby.
You remember his name? I couldn't.
I watched the show, so yeah, I
don't remember his name. Anyway,
Shuby came. He's got like this crew cut looking thing. Not even a crew cut. It's like it looks like somebody mowed the lawn and dyed it blonde. Okay. And then the guy before him, whose name actually I can't remember, he used to be Shuby because that's what they call the new kid, Shuby.
Okay, Shuby.
Shuby-doo-wah.
Holy shit, we were going to sing the same song. Okay, but back to video games. I uninstalled Watch Dogs because I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I was on Epic because Rocket League is coming to Epic. And if you wishlist it or download it or whatever, or add it to your library.
If you add it to your library.
You get a coupon. And then, since I was on Epic, I was trying to figure out what I was going to use my coupon for because one goes out at the end of next month and the other one goes out, I think, at the end of November.
So why do you have to figure out what you're using your coupon on?
I was just browsing, and then I saw that Watch Dogs 2 was free for, I guess, I don't know, a week or so, whatever. So I got
about a week ago.
Yeah, so I got...
Dang, I could have said about a week or so, and I hate myself.
You'll get there next time. So I got that, downloaded it. I haven't played it yet. Even though I've watched like a couple people play it through.
You've watched playthroughs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once I watched one on YouTube, and before that I watched...
You've watched multiple full playthroughs of Watch Dogs 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And...
Yeah, Just gonna take a sip.
Okay, yeah. So I might jump into that, play a little bit.
Vodka.
I just wanted to get my toes kind of wet before I play Watch Dogs.
Why would you even
Legion?
Why play it? You've seen 2 playthroughs.
I just want to experience it myself.
I can't believe you've seen 2 playthroughs of Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
Yep. Chalk that up with...
Are these just 2 people? This must be just 2 people that you watch normally.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, it makes more sense.
Yes. Well,
If PewDiePie played through Watch Dogs 2, maybe I'd watch him.
yeah.
I wouldn't, but I would consider it. I would definitely consider it.
Yeah. So it was, and it was long ago when I watched these. So I figured I'd play a couple levels in that and see what's up, and then probably uninstall it, and then ultimately get the.
Okay, so you clearly don't. That's disgusting. I just spit in my mouth while I was talking, and anyway, I want to cut that out. I don't know. Up to you. I don't. Do you like Watch Dogs?
Yeah.
Because you clearly didn't like the first one, and you just want to immediately uninstall the second one. Why even?
I just want to play a little bit of it. I just want to get my feet wet to the universe and everything, and then just to try it out, just to see.
But it's not anything like the new one. Okay. You don't control anybody in it.
I know that.
I mean, the controls are going to be similar, I'm sure, but it's a third-person action game. All the controls of all those games are the same.
I guess for the most part, yeah. So maybe there's really no reason for me to play it.
I think 2 looks interesting. I'm way more interested in playing 2 than 3. I don't think 3 looks very good at all, but to each his own, obviously. A lot of people will buy 3 or Legion. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, Watch Dogs Legion. So I'm excited for that. That looks good and fun. If it delivers to be exactly what they're saying it's going to be, sometimes it's hard to.
I have no idea.
Deliver some of these promises, I'm sure. And then I'm excited for
Don't promise them.
Yeah, good point. And obviously I've been playing, Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yeah, I've been playing a ton of Stardew Valley. A little bit of Dishonored 2. I had it downloaded for a while, but Game Pass said that there was going to be
it was going away.
It was going away at the end of the month, so I decided to start playing that. A few games here and there. But nothing major besides that, I don't think. And I've been playing a lot of 3D All Stars, of course, for this episode, which is on, I guess, our review, if you want to call it that, of Super Mario All Stars 3D. I think that's the full title.
Super Mario
3D All Stars. Okay, sorry. But yeah, if you want to, we can just go ahead and hop into that. Game was released 3 weeks ago. I want to say
about 3 weeks ago.
No, I'm sorry. The game came out only a week ago. I'm sorry. Nintendo had their Direct where they were talking about this, and among other, they had their 35th Mario Direct. If you want to, we actually have an episode on that Direct. You can go check that out just wherever you're listening to this, wherever you get podcasts, YouTube, etc. But they announced that it was going to have Mario 64, Sunshine. I had a brain fart there, and the first Galaxy, not the second one. They don't really have any visual updates or anything like that. But yeah, it is out now, and I don't know. What do you want to talk about here? Do you want to go into whether or not you think, because this isn't so much a review on the games, although we're definitely going to put some time into talking about them. This is more about the package as a whole.
I think we can go from talking about the package as a whole and roll.
Yeah, okay, so when we said that Nintendo did not really do any graphical improvements, they really are. I think that they upped the resolution, but that's about it. Mario, okay, so we can go ahead and start out with Mario 64. I loved this game as a kid. I don't even know. I was super young when I played this game. I don't even know if I played it when it first came out or a couple years later. Either way, I absolutely adored every second I played of it. I didn't play a whole lot of the older 2D Marios until later, because a lot of those I wasn't even born when they came out, and so this was kind of my big introduction into the franchise. I know this was also kind of it was a big deal. They showed how you could take a core franchise and turn it into something completely different in the 3D open world space.
Yeah, it's actually really crazy how Mario controls so well to be in a 3D aspect.
Yeah, we can talk about controls here. I think, especially for the time, this game controls really well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's some of the stuff is and can be a little finicky.
Okay, so the camera is dog shit.
I would say that is an understatement. I have died in that game because of the camera sometimes.
It's the worst I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because it is a 4-year-old game or something like that.
Yeah, and I get it. Even at the start, they're like, you can use the R stick to control the camera, and we can only do it so far. And I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, they didn't.
I'm not giving them any, I'm giving them leeway because of when the game was made.
I mean, it was designed for a different system at a different time. They didn't know exactly what they were doing, and it shows. It shows that this was obviously this is a kind of a first attempt. It was a home run. Don't get me wrong. It was an absolute home run out of the park. This was the first big 3D platformer, and it was kind of, I don't want to say brave because that's a kind of a weird word, but it was it showed confidence that they took their preeminent character in Mario, the world, alongside Zelda, that they kind of built the Nintendo video game. Of course, Nintendo was the company long before they did video games, but it showed that they were willing to try new things with core IP.
Oh yeah, it was definitely, I don't know, going back and playing this, that damn penguin, man, it seemed much harder when I was a kid.
Yes, it did. I whooped his ass. Yeah. I whooped his penguin ass.
As a kid, I was like,
I kept falling off the stage when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I think I was just kind of a buffoon. Like, I think I just must have switched my hands or something.
I don't know, but now it's just like, man, this penguin is easy breezy.
Beautiful cover girl.
Yeah.
The game's not beautiful, though.
No.
If you want to talk about the visuals, I was super, I don't want to say I was super disappointed because I wasn't surprised, but oh my gosh. And it would have cost a ton of time, man hours, a ton of money. But if they would have if they would have made this game look like Super Mario Odyssey,
it would have melted my eyes.
Which, by the way, I've played all three of these games now. Super Mario Odyssey is the best 3D Mario. Super Mario Odyssey is the best. I haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 2. I will say I have not played Galaxy 2. And we'll get to Galaxy in a bit, but I think Odyssey is the best. I think it feels the best to play. I think, oh my god, that game feels immaculate to play. That might be the greatest feeling game I've ever played in my life.
The fact that, just bouncing off what he said, speaking specifically to Odyssey, just the way Mario controls and does exactly what you want.
Camera is like butter. You're going back and playing these other games, even some of the newer ones, the camera is so much better in Odyssey.
And we'll get to that talking about the other two games in this little bundle.
But yeah, they didn't do anything to the visuals. I didn't really expect them to. I was disappointed. They didn't do anything to these games though. No. Besides, I think up-resing.
Yeah, a slight up-res, and I assume just making sure it works with the Joy-Cons, detached or attached.
They did do some of that. They updated some of the menus and stuff to show the Joy-Con icon and stuff.
Yeah, and it does in the starting out levels.
Never mind. I almost said the Joy-Con as to replace that with icon. That's just the same word.
Nintendo's
Joy-Con?
Nintendo's smart. Maybe that's what they call them. But Super Mario 64 is still fun to me. I still enjoy it. It's still really cool. They took out
how long before in the planet were you kind of like, oh no, this camera is bad?
However long it takes people to get to the top of the hill on the first level, I was like
5 seconds. I didn't notice the camera until you don't notice it until you have to turn, and then you have to turn the camera. Oh no!
I think it was probably 5 minutes in when you're trying to get up the hill and stuff, and you just want to slide.
What hill are you talking about?
The Bomb King, where you're going up the spiral.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the hill in the while you were in the
Going
the
into
lawn of the castle.
No.
I was like 2 seconds.
No, just a little bit. When you kind of want like a slight different angle, and you go to move, and you're like, wait a minute, and you start trying to think, oh wait, this won't move the way I want.
Before we go on any further, do you want to just say, because I want to give like a short answer and a long answer here. What we're doing right now is a long answer, but short answer. Would you recommend this game? I'll go ahead and say first. I think absolutely, if you want to play these games, this is the best way to play them. I think these are 3 games worth playing if you do like 3D platformers. If you're interested in the history of it at all, I would definitely recommend it.
I would agree that this is a bundle worth the price and your time, mostly because if you look at it, it is 3 banging Mario games from their era.
It'd be really cool to have the physical version, but I don't care that much.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing. I wouldn't mind a physical version to display.
I just can't spend $120
that
on the physical and the digital.
Yeah, that, and also with how everything's going with pre-orders and getting stuff right now. It's
apparently Xbox had trouble with pre-orders too.
Mm-hmm. Just a quick note about this.
Also, I was on the last episode. I was talking about how Xbox was not going to buy any more studios for a while, and then like immediately after we released the episode, Xbox was like, "We're not buying studios." So I look like a jackass.
It's fine. It's okay. We can't tell the future. I will say again, this is the segment of the podcast to remind people: don't buy things off eBay from scalpers. There have been people that have reportedly bought the physical version of this game for as much as $265.
Why?
Ignorance. Or I guess like they...
Yo, man, I wish I could afford to buy this game for $260.
They need it. Like, it's insane. And it was just... I get it. People want
the game's not even out physically yet, is it?
Is it? No, I don't know.
I thought... Or maybe it did come out. It probably came out.
Let's see. This came out the...
Because I know it was
18th?
like... The what?
This came out September 18th.
Okay, yeah, same day then. I'm dumb. And apparently this was like the second biggest game on Amazon before it even came out. The second biggest selling game on Amazon during the pre-order behind Animal Crossing.
Yep, that's what I was going to add in. It was one of those things where a lot of people some people weren't able to get their hands on it. I know there's a little kerfuffle in the UK with some of their pre-orders and stuff, ordering from different sites. And so, yeah, just don't buy from scalpers on eBay, because if we stop buying from them, they'll have to figure out a new scummy way to get money.
Oh, but they will.
They will.
Just keep that in mind.
They'll find a way.
What did you think about the music in these games? Because I guess we can kind of talk about the music in all of them. So same time, I don't know. We'll see where it takes us.
So this is a big ask, but I want Nintendo to give us a music player app.
They can't even give us Netflix.
I know. This is a big ask. This is a huge, big ask.
Not for anybody but Nintendo, but...
Exactly. I want them to just give us a music player app where it just pulls in the soundtracks from all the games you have, so you can just make a play. I know you could just...
Okay, that actually is a big ask.
I know, yeah. But speaking normally, not in hypothetical land, the soundtracks for these... So 64 is nostalgic and just brings back so many memories and fun times.
Fun time memories indeed. I think that all of these are so whimsical. Like you said, 64, and honestly, maybe even Sunshine more, because I was a little older when Sunshine came out. 6 years, I think, actually, after 64. They are very, very different from Zelda. I love how weird Mario games are. Zelda's weird in its own way, but these games are weird and bizarre, especially Galaxy. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah.
I think the music is very... I love how lighthearted it is, and then there are like the Bowser, like the do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna fight.
And then, dude, apparently they took out So Long Gay Bowser.
They did, and now he just says goodbye.
So long, homosexual Bowser.
Dude, that was iconic. I know that's not what he
That's
was.
not what he said.
I know that's not what he was saying.
Why do they have to? Is that a fan theory confirmed? He clearly didn't say.
I know.
So long, Gay Bowser.
I know, but it was just a meme.
It was
and
probably
just
Mario's voice actor got drunk and did it one take, and they're like,
so long.
no one cares.
He is saying so long, the Bowser,
Really?
or the Bowser, however you want to look at it. But it's
He's
like
Italian.
it's like so long, the Bowser,
Maybe
And
he was drunk.
and everyone's like, oh, he's saying so long. You know, it became a meme, and it's always been a thing in the culture of like, oh, so long, Gay Bowser.
Somebody gonna start doing mods where they put back
They
so long,
patch
Gay
it back
Bowser.
in. It is a point because this is probably I don't know the umpteenth time I've played this game, and it was an iconic thing at the time. So obviously, when I first played it, I wasn't thinking he said Gay Bowser.
No, I had no idea
Yeah,
when I
not
was a
at
kid.
all. And playing it later and stuff, I was like, hold up, let me replay this. Is he saying so long? Obviously, he's not, but it's still just funny.
Top 10 Mario theories to watch when your mom's not in the room.
Oh man, yeah,
WatchMojo.com.
exactly. But this game is, again, it would have been amazing to have it in the eye-melting Odyssey engine.
If you could, I don't want to change the engine because the engine changes the way the game plays.
Yeah.
Although that's another thing. I know they couldn't fix the camera without rebuilding the game.
Yeah.
From the ground up. I wish they had rebuilt the game from the ground up.
That's what I was gonna say. It is such a fundamental because when you think about it, that camera is just
it is so bad.
It's just
I don't want to
there.
go back because we already talked about it, but it's so bad. How long did you play? How long did you play this? Or you can talk about how long you played all the games. I guess.
Not long. I didn't dive too deep into them.
I played it. In fact, I definitely played the most of Galaxy because I play a little bit of 64 every once in a while. I just beat Sunshine a couple of years ago, probably more like 3 years ago now, but I've never played Galaxy.
I got a GameCube a while back. We ended up moving, yada yada. Insert life excuses here for reasons why I haven't played Sunshine.
Scumbag.
You're not wrong. Sunshine is a masterpiece. I put probably more time into Galaxy than I did Sunshine.
Cringe.
I know. I need to go back and play it.
Okay, so is that I have difficulty written down here where we talked about how the game is nowhere near. The hardest part of the game is controlling the camera.
Yeah. Really, it's just grasping or reminding your brain and muscle memory how to control Mario in these different games.
Do you, as long as you're running straight, the game, like we said, feels good, really, really good. But it's the camera. So as long as you're running straight and not trying to move the camera, it's fine. Another thing, dude, I beat that turtle like I was the Flash. You know what I'm talking about? The Koopa that you had to race on Bob Mountain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was waiting for like 30 seconds for that bitch.
Yeah, definitely. Like 64 is definitely, now that we have more video game knowledge in our brains and under our belts, it's not as hard as I remember it.
No, not for the most part. A lot of things that I took my time as a kid. I remember one of the floating things that has these segments that move in and out.
Yeah.
I just jumped over them. When I was a kid, I waited for them to come back, for the platforms to come back. I just yeeted over them.
Yeah. Now it's like
I don't give a heck.
it's like now, like I get it. It's I can't wait for speedrunners to get a hold. Well, not a hold of this.
I don't think speedrunners are going to play this.
No.
It's a different version. I think that they apparently have taken out some weird stuff.
I guess that's true.
That makes the game a little different. So they might buy it. In fact, I would be kind of assume that they would buy it because they would want to make sure. And in fact, I would almost guarantee you that there is going to be a new category like 3D Mario All Stars speedrun.
Yeah. Because it's definitely one of those things where if you're a Mario fan or just getting into gaming or just whatever, it's for you. Like it's such a good buy.
Yeah, I think that this is a really good way to maybe even get some people into older gaming that were a little younger. That being said, you want to jump on into Super Mario Sunshine, which came out on the Nintendo GameCube. Like I said, in 2002, the GameCube was my jam, and Sunshine was absolutely no different. This game, visually. I want to talk about visually. This game still looks kind of amazing.
Yeah, it really does. You playing this with a Pro Controller, Joy-Cons, or the GameCube?
Okay,
controller?
so 64 I exclusively played on the Pro Controller.
Okay.
This I played both. I actually like the Pro Controller better.
Okay.
I think that the two, not D-pads, but the two, you call them nipples.
Analog sticks.
Need to be looked at. Analog sticks. I think that it felt better than having to use the C-stick.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that, we'll talk about that in a second. I do want to talk about the visuals a little more. I think that the bright colors and summer vibe of the game have aged very, very well.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of a lot of the areas in Odyssey where you're kind of going from place to place. You don't really know exactly what you're going to get from the world. You know, you kind of get a taste of it here and there.
Jumping through those portals.
Yeah, you know, going into like the desert world in Odyssey or the beach world or whatever. It really felt like that coming to play Sunshine and just kind of jumping in. And you know, this is definitely the weirdest Mario game.
I don't know if it is. I think Galaxy is almost Eldritch, and it's not themes, but yeah, I guess kind of in its themes. But Galaxy doesn't really have a story per se, not much of one. It's just kind of save the princess. This one's story is weird. There is a lot of voice acting in this game, and there's cutscenes.
True. I was just talking about weird on the base level of we're going to strap a water gun on the back of Mario's back.
The concept is super strange, but there's like 5 or 6 different concepts like that. And I'm probably halfway through Galaxy, and there's several concepts that you don't use any of them as long as you use Flood, which I guess makes that very different. You use Flood almost the entire game, and you only use like the B costume and Galaxy for 1 or I think 3 sections. You can use it in like 3 different levels. 1 Galaxy, but yeah, I think the voice. There's so much voice acting. I forgot how much.
I forgot.
And those weird like Mario.
Just tying the voice acting together, I forgot there were voice acting in Galaxy. It kind of surprised me.
Is there?
Mm-hmm, a little bit here and
Rosalina talks a little bit.
But jumping back to Sunshine, it's almost, I want to put it on up there with visuals, like with Odyssey, you know, like not.
For the time, maybe.
For the time. Not, you know, you can't put them together now. Odyssey would curb stomp it. But it's still a beautiful game. I love the music of it. The
music is great. I think the music really, really fits, just like all the others fit.
It definitely, the story-wise, because, you know, obviously I still haven't, you know, I got kind of far on the GameCube and I got a little further, or almost the same place on this playthrough. The story still has you going, what the hell is going on? Mario shows up and is on vacation and is like, yo man, you're getting thrown
He's on vacation.
You're getting thrown in fucking jail.
You just get arrested.
Just yeeted in jail. What
dude,
the
I
fuck?
love how the courtroom scene. It's like, wait, hold on, we need some evidence, and the judge is like, no.
It's like, wait, what? Using
man, is this racist?
Are y'all throwing him in jail because he's Italian? Using Flood and stuff definitely gave me some Splatoon vibes, and I was like, this is how they got the idea?
I was hoping that they added. I can't believe I'm saying this. I was hoping that they might have added motion controls to the game, like you could toggle them on and off. That for Flood, I think that could have been kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool
because of the Splatoon. Because that's the first thing I thought of. But I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah,
this game controls, I think, immediately much better than Sunshine. I think the camera is definitely miles better. I caught that bitch. You said
you think Sunshine controls better than 64.
Yes, is that not what I said?
You said this game controls better than Sunshine.
Yes, that's what I meant.
But yes, I knew what you meant.
I don't want to spoil who the villain is. The paintbrush Mario when he runs away from you at the very beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. It's who I swear, remembering when I was a kid, it taken me like half an hour to catch him. I caught him in 10 seconds, I think, probably.
Oh, yeah. I remember playing it on my GameCube, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't catch this guy. I can't get him. And now it's like, I got you.
Yeah, it was super easy.
I got your number. I do as little of this game as I have played. I can say that I love it and I appreciate it as a Mario game, and that's saying something because if you can say that and you're not even, I'd say, halfway through a game, that's speaking volumes of the game, in my opinion.
What's the deal with like all the lunar and solar lore in Mario? You're collecting suns and stars and moons and apparently Twitch just stole the idea of bits from Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Apparently Mario has the ability to breathe in space too.
I told you, man, there's some kind of Eldritch horror theme going on there.
Galaxy is it is insane.
I think that we're going to move on to Galaxy here. We can always go back and talk about the others. So
what do you think as a first-time Galaxy player?
I think it's really good. Okay. I think visually it looks the best out of these three. I don't think it looks that much better than Sunshine.
No,
if someone said they like the way Sunshine looks better, I would not blame them. Considering the game came out 5 years earlier on a inferior console as far as, graphically. Of course, the Wii U is more powerful than the GameCube. I think that and they took some of the stuff away in Sunshine as well. Only I didn't realize that in Sunshine and in Galaxy as well, there's no long jump.
No, they took it out for some reason.
They took it out probably. Actually, I know when they took it out in Sunshine because you have Flood.
Yeah,
but I don't know why they took it out in.
I can't remember. I don't know if it's because of the power you get later.
I mean, but the powers you get in Galaxy you don't keep for very long though.
Yeah, so I can't remember why they kept it out in Galaxy, but I guess the only complaint I have about Galaxy really is when you're going to save, you got to use the freaking motion control to get the cursor on save and hit save.
Okay, so you can talk about motion controls now. I know you talked about how I like Galaxy, so you asked me first time Galaxy player. I could potentially see me liking this more than the other two. Maybe not considering the time. I definitely liked 64 more than I do Galaxy now, but I was a kid and I never played anything like it. I think Galaxy might just be better. Almost, I don't want to say objectively because I don't really think that there's a such thing as objectivity when it comes to something that you enjoy. I think it's silly when someone says, "Oh man, I like Ghost of Tsushima better," but objectively, The Last of Us is a better game. No, Ghost of Tsushima is a better game. You like it more. It's better. That's how that works.
I can
That's silly to try to look like an artsy fartsy douche and just say that. I didn't like the way that The Last of Us played, and I didn't like that it was hard in these areas, and I didn't like the characterization of these characters. But it was a better game than Ghost of Tsushima. What?
Yeah, I can agree with that. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of people that mold their opinions like that, where they'll say, "Hey, I like this game more. This is the reason why," and then they'll be like, "But this,
I understand."
Yeah, I understand why this is a better game because it got a better score. It's like,
no, it's not a better game.
Yeah,
I think that's dumb. I don't want to stay on that too long.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with your
back to motion controls. So I freaking hate motion controls. I don't know. I'm sorry that I put it out into the ether that they should add motion controls to Flood in very specific ways. But no, I take everything. I absolutely hate motion controls. I know you've defended them in the past. I hate them with every fiber of my being. They should not be. What? Also, they said we could take it out. I swear that they said that you didn't have to play with motion controls if you didn't.
But there's no option.
There's no option.
There's no option. Man.
They didn't add anything to these games. They didn't add jack shit to these games. There's no toggle button. I'm searching, like I'm trying to find lice on a kid's head.
Because I'm trying to save, and I gotta do the fucking.
Now you can push the right bumper to center the cursor.
I don't want to have to do that shit. I just want to have to hit the D-pad and hit save.
Just let me use the analog stick. I hate it so much. This is a fantastic game, and I'm only halfway through, and This game seems really short too, but I hate it. It's such a miserable experience.
Imagine the whole game being played like that. This was a Wii game.
Well, it made more sense with the Wii because you knew that's what you signed up for with the Wii.
I feel like this is the reason I have carpal tunnel on my wrist. I don't know if I actually do or not.
I hate shaking the Pro Controller.
Doing I gotta get the gems. Woo!
Oh my gosh. And you don't have to do that.
No.
You don't have to get the gems, obviously. You want to get them, but you don't have to go out of your way. And you can push Y and you get some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate motion controls. I tried using... How are you playing this? Pro Controller?
Pro Controller.
Okay, you were doing like the Wind Waker thing with your hands there. Did you use the Joy-Cons at all?
No, that was me pretending to play this game on the Wii. I am using, when you have the Pro Controller, I am using the, the movement of it to get the gems. I just find I just find it kind of faster.
I only do that when they're far away, but yeah, I agree. I tried playing this with the Joy-Cons, and I was trying to do something for like 30 seconds, and I was like, nope, I'm done, and I'm never using these again. I mean, they feel good in your hand, like they're solid and everything. I hate motion controls with every fiber of my being. I don't want to stay on this for that long, though. I just want everyone to know that I am just vehemently opposed to motion controls. I hate them so much. I think, they should have just given, if I could have chosen them to change one thing about this package, if they were not going to give us anything, just give us an ability to turn this crap off. Please. It's so bad. The only section that I could see having a problem without the motion controls, and they could fix it, I think, if they actually thought about it. There's a section where you had to blow a bubble, and you had to use the motion controls to move the wind, basically, and maybe it would take them more than 30 seconds to figure out a workaround. But that's neither here nor there. I think my favorite thing about the game, though, is this. There's so many different things going on in this game. Like I said, it's super weird. You're on a world that has like alien penguins, and then the next moment you're skating around using your Bobby from the X-Men skating around with some Iceman powers. Then you're a damn bumblebee. It's insane. It's absolute ludicrous.
Yeah, I feel like they were just like, we're tired of making normal Mario games. Let's send him to fucking space, and just anything we wanted to put in a Mario game until now, we're going to put in this game.
Dude, they announced the next Fast and Furious is going to be in space, you know? They're going to get up there and find Mario's ass chilling. Vin Diesel's going to be he's not Italian, though. I was going to say Vin Diesel's not going to be the first Italian in space. But I don't think he's Italian.
That's the plot twist. They go to space, and they find out that Vin Diesel is actually Italian. That's the whole movie.
Did you say? Oh, yeah. I like zoned out for like half a second.
I'm remembering this game is as good as I remember.
You played it on the Wii, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When it came out.
Yes, it was one of those. Hey, this is the new Mario. I buy this, right? That's how this formula works. I buy a Nintendo system, and the new Mario comes out, and you play it.
I don't know why I didn't play this when it came out. I think I saw it, and it looked so different from the other two that I was almost confused. It's not really a 3D Mario, but it kind of is.
I mean, you got Mario flying through.
It's not really open world.
Yeah, you got Mario flying through the damn air and stuff. I mean, you know, it's crazy from him just, you know, jumping on Goombas on the ground and stuff. You're flying through damn space. It's definitely weird. Especially going through the different levels and stuff and talking to the people and saving the toads and you got to fix a spaceship and
Wait, you fixed the spaceship?
Kind of.
I must not have gotten to that part. I mean, I'm like halfway through the game. I mean, there is Captain Toad is in this game. I didn't realize that this was, I guess, the first appearance of Captain Toad, which was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But he does have a spaceship, so maybe you have to do something with that. I don't know.
I do. There are some times that I wanted the camera in Galaxy to tilt a different way, just so I could run the way I wanted it to run. And
I had trouble with the camera in all three of these. None of these. I don't think the camera in any of these hold a candle to Odyssey.
And I think that's how I died like once or twice to black holes.
Yeah, the black hole. The first time I died to a black hole, I was just straight up confused. Like, I guess I'm dead.
It's the craziest hazard in that game because you're like, well, all right.
Yeah, there's a reason they're not everywhere. I like how you can jump across certain planets and objects, and it like slings you around them. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I like how you traverse and stuff. But it was just I kept wishing that I could kind of pretty much do the camera in Odyssey in Galaxy. Like I wanted more camera control where I could run where I wanted to run and have the camera at a different angle so that I could see what's around me.
I will say that I think that the camera not being perfect makes the most sense in this game because you're literally on planets, so your perspective can't be the same as if you were
Just
I almost said on a flat surface, but I am not a flat earther. But I am realizing this game is kind of a flat earther's dream. There's a bunch of flat planets with their own weird, bizarre ecosystems, and I'm pretty sure that's their Bible. And maybe a bunch of people in their mid-40s played this game 13 years ago, and it kind of warped their mind into believing complete insanity, into believing even when they literally prove themselves wrong that somehow the earth is flat.
I love watching the flat earthers debate anything with people. It is amazing.
It's almost sad.
I worked with someone that, like firsthand.
Would you like to dox them right now?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it was just random too. They were normal, and then we had like a weekend off, and they came back and was like,
"Are you sure they were normal? Or are you just making a
No, they were. They really were. They read like a document and like watched some stuff or whatever, and like you could tell they were like not embarrassed about it, but they wanted to like. It's like they wanted to keep it a secret, like it was a secret society.
Really, I figured it would be like being a vegan.
No, it was.
Hey man, I've been a flat earther for a month now, and I feel great.
No, he like pulled me off to the side. I was like, "Hey man, you ever hear about the flat?
You want to join the Church of the Latter-day Saints?"
It was like, "Hey man, you ever hear about the flat Earth theory?" And I was like,
"Oh no."
And I was like, "No, who's saying the Earth's flat? The bitch is definitely round."
I thought you were gonna say. You were talking like, yeah, man, I would love to sail across the globe one day. And one of your fry cooks or something was like, you mean disc? Oh.
What? No, it was like we were doing something to get ready for the shift or whatever. And he was just like,
around the disc in 80 days.
Hey, man. I was like, wait, what?
Across the disc.
And then he texted me a big, long, like 52-page article on why there used to be giants on Earth and how they're hidden from us now. And I was like, cool.
That he texted you?
No, he didn't. He texted me a URL to read.
So he texted you?
Yes.
So he had your phone number?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he doesn't anymore, but, yeah. So I always think back to the flat earthers got another one. They're weird. Yeah, the Earth's not flat. I don't care what anybody says, okay?
5 years from now, turns out Earth flat, science wrong.
Okay, they proved me wrong.
Then the flat earthers are going to come out as round earthers. I'm telling you, this is malarkey.
Yeah. Man, Odyssey. It's such a good game.
Odyssey?
I know.
Come on, Galaxy here.
I know. Odyssey and Galaxy. All these games are awesome. I really do like Galaxy though, just because it's definitely up there for one of my top Mario games.
Oh,
because it's so weird. Mostly because you're still doing the same trope of save the princess, but you meet a whatever
giant. Rosalina's a giant.
Oh yeah,
that's more flat Earth stuff,
dude. I think she's like 7 feet tall.
Is something. That like a normal flat Earth thing? I don't want. I'm not talking about that anymore.
But, yeah, according to like Mario Wiki or whatever, Rosalina's like
she's massive.
She's so tall.
She's like twice as tall as Mario.
Yeah,
she's like those people in Odyssey, like the normal human beings. She's like their height.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. Somebody's diet's wrong. Somebody needs to start eating better. But yeah, I like the weirdness of it. Again, I don't remember if I played much of Galaxy 2 or if I've played it at all.
I've heard a lot of people say that Galaxy 2 was better. I would like for them to, would you like, of course you would, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Would you like for them to do a second version of this?
Yeah, like with Galaxy 2 and...
But what else would they put it on? The only real traditional 3D games, I mean, I guess they could put 3D World or something, but that's not really
I was thinking,
an open world game. The only ones are Galaxy 2 and Odyssey, right?
Yeah, I was thinking they could do those two big ones and then maybe some side ones from the GBA era, like the Mario.
GBA era, but those aren't 3D games. These are
I know
3D games.
True.
They're not going to do a 3D All Stars and put a 2D game in there.
You're right. I really want them to redo not redo, but I want to be able to play it on my Switch. The Mario game where you're Mario toys, and you gotta.
Oh yeah, well you can play it on your 3DS.
I know, but I want it on my Switch.
That would be bizarre if they put that in the 3D collection.
What's another one they could put on the 3D?
I don't think there are any. They don't release 3D Mario games almost ever. It's like a tempo. 3D Mario games are like a tempo franchise games inside a tempo franchise.
Yeah, wow. I guess I just assumed they came out more often than they did.
Maybe they can re-release them and actually do something to them.
Whoa.
Apparently the DS Super Mario 64 is better. Of course, the camera controls would be nice to fix. Mario Sunshine obviously still has a lot of problems. Take the motion controls out of Galaxy.
Yeah.
That would have all been nice, but
there's a couple times in Galaxy with the motion controls, I'm like, I feel sick.
Really? I definitely don't feel sick because it doesn't. They don't control the camera.
No,
and the camera is what makes you sick.
Yeah, but it wasn't often. It was just I want this to be better. I'm still enjoying Galaxy. It's good. I'd still want to see 2 though. And again, I guess you're right. I guess it would just be a combo with Galaxy 2 and Odyssey.
But they're never. It'll be 10 years before Odyssey gets a price reduction.
Because really, what it would be is you'd be buying Odyssey again, and they'd be giving you Galaxy 2. I mean, obviously they wouldn't market it like that, but that's how you'd have to look at it because they wouldn't make it. One, what you said, they're not going to re-release Odyssey because it's a Switch, like they made it for the Switch. So they're not going to repackage it. And then,
well, now they might do that. They just would. I don't know what they would do. I mean, they're not going to do it at all. They're not putting Odyssey in any kind of collection.
No.
But they might do some kind of weird promo thing where they give you Galaxy or something, but they're not going to put, Odyssey in a collection and reduce the price.
No, I don't. I think it'd still be 60 or whatever.
It'd be more. If you put Odyssey,
right.
If you put Odyssey in a collection, they'd probably keep Odyssey at 60 and make the game like $120.
Good point. You want to talk about, speaking of prices, what you want to talk about the price of this or how long it's been for, not how long, limited time. It's limited time release.
What does that do with prices?
I guess nothing really.
No, I mean, we already talked about that. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
I can understand. It's dumb. It's kind of dumb. I understand why Nintendo's doing it. Obviously, I think everyone does. But I think that people are just have become so. What's the word I'm looking for? Not privileged, but I mean, everyone's privileged. I'm so sick. If you live in a world where you can complain about people being mean, and they not bitch, in 100 years ago, they could just cut out your intestines in front of everybody and just keep on walking. Hopefully, there's a sheriff right there. He can't help you, but maybe he can avenge your death.
Yeah, I was tracking all that in my head, and I was like, yep.
And now people are complaining like it's their damn right to get Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yeah.
It sucks, but how about we get over it? I think that's kind of how you have to look at it. I don't mind. You should mention it, and you should talk about it. We've talked about it. It's dumb. It's dumb that they didn't add anything. But people act like their dog died when stuff like this happens, and I think it just gets tiresome.
Yeah, comes down to the case of they gave everybody tons of notice. They let us know how long it was going to be there before they announced it and stuff.
You don't need this. If it comes down between this and food, if you are so so down and out, and I know that some people probably are, that you can't scrounge up $60 between now and March.
Yeah.
Maybe there are a few people. I don't know. You don't need the game. You probably don't have a Switch. You probably just have a can of beans and your kid that you took from your wife. So I just don't think that maybe getting the Super Mario 3D collection should be on your to-do list, you know?
Also, there's been plenty of times in history, not just including video games, where limited time has been just a marketing ploy.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised to see this. We talked about this again. I don't want to we've already spent too long on this because we talked, again, you can go listen to, we talked about this in the Super Mario 35th anniversary direct, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this come back. I wouldn't be surprised if they sold these individually, which of course people would once again get mad at. But for now, we're getting it until March, and if you can afford it, get it. I think that is my final thoughts. Is if you can afford this collection, I think that it is 3 wonderful games. It's a piece of gaming history. Know that it does not come with jack shit extra. They didn't do anything to the games except for up-res them. But if you like these games, they're still worth playing and experiencing.
I would definitely agree with that. I love having the soundtracks on my Switch. Sometimes you got to just...
But to be fair, the soundtracks are already in Smash.
Oh, yeah. You're right on that.
And you can go listen to them on YouTube.
You're also...
I don't want to listen to music on my Switch.
You're right about that.
It doesn't even have a headphone jack.
What?
It doesn't have a headphone... I mean, unless it's in handheld mode. The Switch doesn't have a headphone jack. Wait, does it?
The dock has a head, like the Switch.
The dock definitely does not.
The Switch device.
It's on the bottom though. I think it's on the bottom.
No, it's on.
And even if it is on the top, I don't want to have to drape my freaking cable across my desk to put in my Switch.
That's what
How does the Pro Controller not have a headphone jack?
You're right on that.
That is dumb.
You're right on that. It should. If Sony can do it, damn it.
There's so many
things.
I love Nintendo, but they do so much just stuff that is just backwards and dumb.
And they're gonna keep doing it because they're Nintendo.
They are. They're gonna keep getting it. People are gonna bitch and moan and complain, and then they're gonna buy the game, and that's how it goes. And it's not gonna change because gamers are. I don't want to insult people because I don't know if I don't even want to say most gamers are like this. I think it's probably a vocal minority, but a vocal minority do like to complain, and then the games sell 20 million copies, so clearly no one cares that much.
Yeah, clearly Nintendo knows what they're doing, and they,
I wouldn't say that.
Well, when I say that,
they know how to make money.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They do.
And they're going to do what they're going to do, and people are going to buy it. And nostalgia, it's an endless circle.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Ain't that right? It is, and that's something that.
So is morphine.
Yes, God, yes. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed these games. It was well worth the money, and I definitely am going to be getting. It's definitely worth. You can get even if you get this and only play one of them for some weird reason, you'd get $60 out of it. I feel.
Don't do that.
Don't do that though. Play all of them.
That's really dumb. Don't do that. Dumb.
I'm just saying.
Don't buy this collection for one game.
No, it's probably honestly cheaper to buy whatever it came out on and then play it.
Like a GameCube and Sunshine.
Yeah, maybe. Depending.
Probably not. It's probably depending on who you buy it from. It's probably still more expensive. That would be weird though. Don't buy this collection for. If you buy the collection, play all the games.
Yeah, it was worth my time, worth my money. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be throwing it in my wheelhouse, kind of just padding the time until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. And
I still need to beat The Witcher 3, the rest of the DLC. Any other closing thoughts? Really? Not just on the game, but on life in general. Love. Suicide Squad.
I'll play that game, but I don't know if I'll like it.
I was talking about the movie.
I don't want to discuss that movie.
Dude, I will. One thing that I can guarantee you is that game will be better than that movie.
Yes. What if it's not, though? It would be amazing.
I'll kill Will Smith.
It'd be amazing. Man, I hope The Boys is good tomorrow.
There's no way it's not. Of course it's good. Why would it not be good?
I'm hoping for a lot in this.
Watch
episode.
The Boys. The Boys.
Watch The Boys. Okay, that's gonna be it. You can reach out to us on Instagram at A Dialogue Tree. That's the same as our Instagram as well. You can follow
Pretty
us.
sure you said Instagram twice.
Maybe I did. Okay.
I think you said you can follow us on Instagram at A Dialogue Tree and also at A Dialogue Tree on Instagram.
Okay, well, let me.
That's not what you said, but something similar.
I knew what you meant. Yeah. Twitter. The podcast Twitter is going to be A Dialogue Tree. That is going to be the same as our Instagram, A Dialogue Tree. You can interact with us on there any way you'd like. You can, send
Tell us topics.
Yeah, tell us topics you want us to cover.
Tell us what your favorite of these collections are.
Tell us your favorite Mario device or accessory, whatever. And I'm talking about like the bee suit or the flame.
Oh, I thought you were talking like controllers or something.
No, like I guess your favorite Mario power up. You can also email the show at adialoguetree@gmail.com. This is going to be in the description and the show notes as well. So you can just easily access all of this and reach out to us. Ryan's Twitter is going to be at Ryan Divisions. My Twitter is going to be Swalong. And you can listen to this show on Pandora and Spotify and Apple Podcast and Google Podcast and wherever else you enjoy.
YouTube.
That too.
We are doing more with the YouTube now than ever. Give Jordan a round of applause. I've been helping as much as I can, but it's kind of, he's the editor, so I can only be like, I basically can only give him ideas. I can't like shove his hand aside. No, I'm putting this here. So go check out the YouTube. If you are looking for something to look at, we have putting up some of the articles and some examples of gameplay videos, etc. And so on. Give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, put the notification bell on. Like that. Can you just like go back and retroactively blow my voice out for the entire video?
That's what I do. That's what I do to your whole audio all the time.
Okay, good. So when I lean in and put the microphone in my throat, it sounds normal. It's like a reversing effect.
Yeah, I give you like the God effect where it like kind of little, yeah.
But yeah, check us out on all those services. Any service that you're listening to a podcast. Amazon. We're even on Amazon Music and freaking
Audible. Yeah,
Audible. We're on Audible. Go check us out. All those places. Go tell your friends. To listen. I'm so stupid. I can't speak. Go tell your friends to listen to Dialogue Tree. Go subscribe. Don't just listen. Go subscribe to us right now. Do it.
It really does help us out. Take your friend's phone and be like,
no, take your phone. Screw your friend. Take your phone and subscribe.
Subscribe both.
And then talk about us. And then they'll do it. Thank you for listening to this episode. Next week, we are thinking either simulation games a la Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon, or maybe the new, apparently, I'm actually randomly on IMDb, and they just released something called Console Wars as a CBS All Access original. Maybe we might check that out. So if you're interested in either one of those things, like we said, give us a subscribe, follow, etc. Bye-bye.